Hello everybody and welcome to Talladega Superspeedway. Folks, we are getting ready to close off what's been an exciting race weekend here at Talladega Superspeedway and the Shell Pennzoil race weekend. It's the Shell Pennzoil 400 version 3, the final race here at this amazing superspeedway. Here today, folks, we got Division 3 of the Snickers Cup Series of Season 3. And here we got a scenario as far as the championship contenders are involved, where 4 drivers that are in the hunt for the championship can end up being in contention next week at Zandvoorts for the championship for Season 3 in the Snickers Cup Series, provided they have a good run here today. And based on what we've seen in the last 2 division races for the Snickers Cup Series, Talladega, on a scale of 1 to 10 for championship contenders, I think you could rate it about a 2, 2.5. It's not been too cooperative with championship contenders. And the 4 drivers are going to be keeping an eye on during the course of this race are outside pole sitter Dylan Poteet. We'll also be keeping an eye on Dougie Shears, Aaron Williams, and also we'll be keeping an eye on John Acosta. Those 4 drivers have an opportunity to, with a good finish today, be in championship competition next week at Zandvoorts. Also, got a few drivers making their first starts. You'll notice I didn't mention Arnold Columbia's name in that list, and that's because Arnold Columbia got replaced. His contract expired with the 82 team, and we've got that ride being taken over by, I believe it's Jared Magoon in that ride, making his debut in the Snickers Cup Series. A lot of drivers actually making their debuts here in the Snickers Cup Series in this division, but on the pole for this race could be Matthew McMurray. I believe the last time we saw him on the pole for a race, it was the Daytona 500 at the beginning of the season. As mentioned, Dylan Poteet will start on the outside of the front row. And that's going to be the 74 car, who I believe is, I believe that's going to be Jason Michaels. And I am indeed correct. Yes, it is Jason Michaels making his debut, and alongside him, George Roque in the UPS Ford. We do have a very important announcement that we will have to relay to you guys when they get the green flag. It's going to be very, very important, so just to let everybody know. And it concerns one of the drivers here in this field. But here's the starting lineup for today's races. We're here at Talladega Superspeedway. Lights are out atop the pace car, which means we will go to green flag racing. Right there you see the number 87 from Nemco Motorsports of Dylan Schwallenberg. Dylan Schwallenberg is in this event. However, this morning he did receive word that his father had suffered a heart attack. Now, Dylan Schwallenberg, it's very likely that if they make pit stops, he will be coming down, be replaced by Joseph Bryant for the rest of the race. And Schwallenberg will be out of here and up to try and see if he can get there to be able to be with his father. So our thoughts and prayers go out to Dylan Schwallenberg's father. Schwallenberg wanted to start this race so that way he's going to get the points that would go to him, and then during the pit stops, then it would be Joseph Bryant taking over the 87 for the remainder of this race. So Dylan Schwallenberg will not be finishing this race. If he wrecks out, he then will be released from the infield care center and then be leaving the racetrack. But regardless of whatever happens here to him, whether he comes down pit road for the first pit stop or whether or not he wrecks out of this race, Dylan Schwallenberg will not finish the Shell Pennzoil 400 due to the fact that he's going to be going and being with his father, who has just recently suffered a heart attack. So here we go. Matthew McMurray is going to be the leader coming down here to the stripe. Will he be the leader going into turn 1? We've seen a lot of drivers make a 3-wide move down into turn 1 as the green flag is waving. 29 laps of racing. And McMurray's going to have that Sign Pro Chevrolet out in front. Jason Michaels back there. Now, Michaels did not have a particularly good run in his Mobile One Cup Series debut, getting involved in a wreck on lap 2. See if maybe his luck will be a little bit better here in that JTG Daughtery racing car He's got a big rear deck lid full of Jared Magoon, another driver making his debut in the Snickers Cup Series. And those two rookies, they're going to work together, but maybe that won't work out in their favor, because here comes Bill Doberpool to the inside, and Doberpool will take the top spot. Look who's pushing him. It's Dylan Schwallenberg. Brandon Gonzalez there. Toby Ward is there. Toby Ward's the only Ward not to have a Snickers Cup Series victory yet. Both Ward brothers of his, Ben and Barney, got their Snickers Cup Series victories back at Pocono. As a matter of fact, it was back-to-back races. There was a lot of speculation on whether or not the Ward brothers would be able to do a 1-2-3 finish. And oh, Felix Harris is flipping in the back there. Big wreck in the turn 1 area. And the caution is out. And look who's going to be the leader. Dylan Schwallenberg is the leader. But the caution's going to be out. Let's look back here. Ziggy Bain is involved. Wolfgang Mason making his debut. Felix Harris, we saw him flipped over. Jake Rogers involved. Seth Cole may have gotten a piece of it. Brad Anami is also damaged. Looks like Aaron Williams and Alex Lozano may have gotten through there without any damage. Everybody else looks like they're A-OK. It was maybe a 4 or 5 car incident. And now it looks like coming off of turn 4, it's going to be Toby Ward, the leader, but he's going to get a challenge possibly from John Acosta. No, Acosta gets moved in the middle group by Matthew Rodriguez, which means that the DuPont Twix Chevrolet is going to come down here, and he's going to take the caution flag. Toby Ward's going to lead us here at Talladega Superspeedway under the caution, and oh, they're getting awfully tight right there. This is the caution, you guys. Give each other room. Let's not forget that our Division 2 race, a lot of championship contenders were taken out due to the fact that they wrecked under the caution flag. I remember Devin Wilson and Trent Whitney all getting involved in that. But the caution is out. I think the one driver that sustained the most damage out of that would have been Felix Harris. Wolfgang Mason also did get quite a bit of contact from that. There's another car on pit road. Who was that? Oh, it was Jake Rogers in the 92. Ziggy Bain, we know, got a piece of it. Seth Cole was also involved, and there's also some front-end damage to the 62 of Brad Anamia. But the leader is Toby Ward here under the caution. Let's look back at a replay. Now let's see where the contact starts. We saw the 93 up and on his roof. And it looks like just some contact between Felix Harris and Seth Cole. Also appears that maybe Michael Harvey got a little bit of that. Don't know for certain. Look at Anthony McCurry and Alex Lozano split down to the apron. And watch Aaron Williams get through this. How he got through, I'm not sure. Seth Cole sliding sideways after getting clipped by Brad Anamia there. Look at Harris. Look at him come up and, oh man, just kind of squeezes Wolfgang Mason up into the outside retaining wall. And Felix just keeps sliding and sliding and sliding on his roof. Must have been pretty heavy impact for the 66 of Wolfgang Mason. That car is smoking. Kind of just became a sandwich between Felix Harris and the outside retaining wall. And oh, there's Jake Rogers getting into the underneath. Well, not really the underneath. It's actually the top of the 93. It just ends up being that he was upside down. But, man, a wild ride here to start off the Shell Pennzoil 400 version 3 for Felix Harris. As he, Ziggy Bain, Wolfgang Mason, Jake Rogers, and Seth Cole all get together heading into turn 1. Let's go back to the green flag racing. So we'll get ready to go back under the green flag. Toby Ward is the leader. Nobody made pit stops under that caution. As we get ready to go to green flag racing, this going through the field is brought to you by Charles7847's YouTube channel. If you want the craziest commentary, the wackiest wrecks, and the closest finish, stop on by Charles7847's channel, and you will never be disappointed, literally. So, with the cars that are out after this incident, only 2 of them, Felix Harris and Wolfgang Mason, the 2 that sustained the most damage in that whole incident. And this is the lineup as we get ready to go back to green flag racing. They hit turn 2, so we got quite a bit of time. Let's see if we can go through the field, the entire field, and show you where everybody's racing. Toby Ward is the leader. Second place is Max Skinner with Matthew Rodriguez third. Then a championship contender in John Acosta running in fourth. Liam Irvig is fifth. Sixth is Pichu London. Jared Magoon runs in seventh. Eighth place is Dylan Schwallenberg right now, with Chris Carter Jr. running in ninth. And Dougie Shears is currently in the 10th position. That's a championship contender right there in Dougie. Then you got Bill Doberpool 11th. Mary Cole was in 12th. Brandon Gonzalez is 13th with Ryan Juke 14th. Jason Michaels runs very well right now, 15th. Alyssa Anderson is 16th. Jeff Ehlers is 17th. Matthew McMurray, the pole sitter, has slipped back to 18th. Outside pole sitter Dylan Poteet has slipped back to 19th. So The front row keeping pretty close tabs with each other. 20th is going to be Ricky Hawk with George Roque in 21st. Ralph Mason 22nd. Anthony McCurry 23rd. 24th is Ryan Cooper. Alex Lozano is 25th. 26th is Aaron Williams. He is the furthest back of the championship contenders right now. 27th is Jason Marshall. 28th, Seth Cole. Brad Anami is 29th. Michael Harvey 30th. And then 31st is Jake Rogers. Ziggy Bain 32nd. 2 cars out of the race in 33rd and 34th. They are the cars of Felix Harris and Wolfgang Mason. So right now, the highest running driver making his debut in the Snickers Cup Series is Jared Magoon, currently in 7th place. And out of the top 5, only 2 have been to victory lane already. Max Skinner in 2nd and John Acosta in 4th. Green flag comes back out, and when I said have been to victory lane already, I meant in Season 3. Toby Ward, he got quite a run out of that first turn, and he's kind of driving away. Now, typically at a restrictor plate track, that's not exactly a good thing, because then these drivers hook up, they get a run on you, as it looks like John Acosta and Max Skinner are doing right now, and then you're just a sitting duck because you're going several miles an hour slower than everybody else with no drafting partner behind you. And here comes Max Skinner to the inside. He's going to use that draft. He's going to actually switch the grooves from one Ford to another, now using Pichu London down low, and Max Skinner will take the lead, looking for his 2nd Snickers Cup Series victory of the season. And let's not forget, Max Skinner made his debut just a few days ago in the Oreo Truck Series, driving the 21. What did he do here at Talladega? He won that race. So it could be that Max Skinner knows this track, and he may be looking for his 2nd win of this weekend and his 2nd win in the Snickers Cup Series. But what a debut it would be for Jared Magoon if he could go to victory lane, as he's got some drafting help from Dougie Shears, but that's not going to last long. Dougie Shears chasing yet another championship. He was the Season 1 Snickers Cup Series champ. Ever since then, he's been with Red Bull Racing. He's looking to give them their 2nd championship here in the NNSCRA Snickers Cup Series. But here comes Bill Doberpool to the inside. Doberpool's a former winner in the Snickers Cup. So too is the car behind him, Brandon Gonzalez. And then you got another debuter in the form of Jason Michaels. Side by side for the lead, Brandon Gonzalez. Let's not forget Brandon Gonzalez's history here at Talladega Superspeedway. Think back to last year. It was Brandon Gonzalez driving the number 78 for Furniture Row Racing. He put that car in victory lane, so Gonzalez knows Talladega very well. But here comes Jason Michaels, here comes Jeff Ehlers, and here comes a championship contender in Dylan Poteet, who restarted in 19th place. So it shows you it doesn't take that much time to get up here to the front of the field. Ricky Hawk there, George Roque, and our pole sitter, Matthew McMurray. He's working his way back up to the front, as Dylan Poteet will take the lead just a few days, or not a few days, but a few weeks from getting his first Snickers Cup Series victory, which came at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. He's now getting challenged. Ricky Hawk to the inside. George Roque there. Then you got Matthew McMurray, then Anthony McCurry, and then Alex Lozano is now. They're going to go 4 wide. Wow, Jason Michaels, welcome to the high side. He just got kicked way up there. Somehow was able to tuck back in line behind the Dylan Poteet machine, and they're still 4 wide back there. Mary Cole, Brandon Gonzalez, Pichu London, they're all going 4 wide back there, but you can do it here at Talladega Superspeedway. Just got to be careful when you're 4 wide, as they're awfully close corners there. Oh, they're almost 5 wide. They're almost 5. I think they are 5 wide back there. Good grief. Are they 5 wide? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes, there they go. Liam Mervick's around. Brandon Gonzalez is around. Mary Cole was involved as well, and the caution's going to wave. Oh, it happened further back here. Whoops. I hit the wrong button. Whoa, Dougie Shears is slow. Hopefully he wasn't involved. Dylan Poteet was in it. Oh, someone else is spinning. Someone else got nailed. Who is that? That's Brad Anamia. He's up and hitting the outside retaining wall. I think he may have nailed Liam Ervig. It's utter chaos here. Look at that. Jeff Ehlers is on the apron to try and avoid wrecking here under the caution. And I believe Anthony McCurry got him at the line. He did. Anthony McCurry's the leader at the line. There's Anamia. There's Ervig. Matthew Rodriguez may have got some of it. Dylan Poteet, a championship contender, may have got some of it. Mary Cole. Dougie Shears may have been involved, along with Michael Harvey and Seth Cole. Maybe even Brandon Gonzalez, Dylan Schwallenberg, and Pichu London getting pieces of it. Don't know for certain, though. We're going to have to go look back at a replay and confirm that. But, wow. There's your leader, Anthony McCurry, who is well, not the lone man out, but he's one of two Hendrick Motorsports cars that haven't been to victory lane yet. James McLeod and Jack Richards have both been to victory lane for a combination of 3 times here in Season 3. McCurry, he's pretty well known at Talladega Superspeedway. Could he put the 88 into victory lane? Be very interesting to see if that would be the case, and it looks like some pit stops are going to go on here. Yep, we're going to have some pit stops. Here comes Anthony McCurry. And let's see if Dylan Schwallenberg is coming down here. Yes, indeed. Dylan Schwallenberg is coming down pit road, so they're going to have a little bit of an extended stay on pit road. Will the 87 do a driver change? Joseph Bryant is ready. He is suited up, so it will be a quick driver change. But Dylan Schwallenberg will not continue this race. Let's look back at a replay now, as Dylan Schwallenberg will make an early exit here in the Shell Pennzoil 400. Joseph Bryant will fill in that ride, and we'll see now it put us under the caution flag on lap 10 for the second time today here at Talladega Superspeedway. Well, I told you they were going 5 wide. They apparently settled it back out to 4 wide, but off turn 4 it was just a tight squeeze here, and that's what I was talking about. There's room, but if they don't give each other room, then there's going to be trouble. And I think John Acosta forces Mary Cole up into Liam Ervig. Then Brandon Gonzalez makes some contact with Dylan Poteet. And it's just on from there. Everybody trying to go down to the inside. Matthew Rodriguez and Bill Dobrel kind of got held up by the 71. Mary Cole spinning there, the 76 facing the wrong way. Now Mary Cole's facing the wrong way in the 2FT Saddle Club Toyota. As the 76 comes sliding. Now, here's my thing. I'm wondering, did Brad Anamia hit the 76? Because Brad Anamia, when that car hit whatever it did hit, that car just died. That car slid, hit the outside retaining wall, and was not under its own power. It looks like Michael Harvey got through there without any incident. He had to go through the smoke screen, though. But here comes Brad Anami. It was almost as if he singled out the 76. I don't know what the deal was there, but there you see the 76 of Liam Ervig getting nailed, and Brad Anami, you can't even see his car. Watch him go up and just pound the outside wall right there. Oh, man, that's a hard hit right there. But very interesting. Was he singling out the 76? Did he have a past grievance with Liam Ervig? I don't know. I guess we'll leave that up to you guys. What did you think? But I don't know. It almost didn't seem like it. It seemed to me, this is just my opinion, but it looked like Brad Nami was trying to get down below that smoke screen so he could see if there was any cars involved in there that he wouldn't run into them. But I guess he just went too low and didn't see the 76 down there. 76 could have maybe blended in with the infield grass, but you never know. Nonetheless, it was hard impact for both drivers, Liam Ervig and Brad Nami, who undoubtedly have now early retirements from the race here at Talladega Superspeedway. Let's go back to green flag racing. We'll get ready to go back under the green flag here. So the green flag, I believe, is actually just out, so we missed getting to the starting lineup for this, so I apologize for that. Anthony McCurry going to lead them here on lap 15. And take a look back here, back right now in the 20th position. That's where Joseph Bryant returned that 87 car to the racetrack. Dylan Schwallenberg has already gotten onto a private jet. It is going to be taking him to his home, where he will be able to see his father, who, as we mentioned at the top of the program, has just recently suffered from a heart attack. So safe travels for Dylan Schwallenberg. And Joseph Bryant's going to try and maybe see if he can get that 87 car into victory lane. What a tribute that would be right there, if he could do that. But right now, we're looking up here at the front. This battle is raging on still for the lead. Anthony McCurry has very quickly faded from view, as Alyssa Anderson now goes into a 3-wide pass for the lead. Got Jeff Ehlers behind her, along with Aaron Williams. Looks like Ryan Cooper's there as well. So Aaron Williams making his first move up here at the front. First time we've seen the 64 up here. Remember, we're watching 4 drivers here today that have an opportunity to get themselves into a position to battle it out next week in the season finale at St. Joltis for the Snickers Cup Series for Season 3. Those 3 drivers, if you didn't hear at the top program, are Aaron Williams, John Acosta, Dylan Poteet, and Dougie Shears, all of which are running on the racetrack at this point. Amazingly enough, after that incident we had there, only 2 drivers retired from the race, and they were Brad Nami and Lee Mervig. They joined Felix Harris and Wolfgang Mason back to the garage area, but there's our next wreck. I couldn't even tell who that was. I have no clue. Couldn't even tell the car. Whoa, but Seth Cole's in it. Aaron Williams is involved. Dylan Poteet, George Roque, Matthew Rodriguez, Brandon Gonzalez, Ziggy Bain, Anthony McCurry, who led us to the caution and to the restart, is flipping on his roof, and the caution will wave once again. And it looks like the leader is going to be Alyssa Anderson coming down to the stripe. Yes, indeed, it will be. Alyssa Anderson looks like she'll be the leader under caution. Don't think that Jason Marshall or Max Skinner are going to be able to make a pass. But there's Williams, McCurry, Rodriguez, Seth Cole, George Roque, and Dylan Poteet. That's 2 of those championship contenders we were talking about right there at that moment. Alyssa Anderson is the leader under caution. Let's look back at a replay. We're past halfway, and now 2 of our 4 championship contenders that could have put themselves in a competition for the championship may now have just been eliminated from it. We'll have to get the confirmation at the end of this race, but boy, I'll tell you what, both those teams, the 78 and the 64, they're going to be on pins and needles because they now have been involved in what is our 3rd caution of the day here at Talladega Superspeedway. Now let's take a look here, see if we can see how this started. Why don't we go to our helicopter view? Oh, Ricky Hawk and Aaron Williams, who are 2 fairly good friends there, get together, send Aaron up into the outside retaining wall. George Roque, Ralph Mason, they're involved. Chris Carter Jr. got a piece of it. Look at Anthony McCurry, nowhere for him to go. Look at Joseph Bryant, moves that 87 car to the apron, makes the pass underneath, and is not involved. Then I think there's going to be a problem with some slower cars that were just out there trying to salvage something coming into view. Because you see Anthony McCurry slide down to the apron. I think he may end up getting nailed by Dylan Poteet. Right there. And then get some help from Brandon Gonzalez as well. Man, that's a hard lick right there. Seth Cole plows into Roque and Aaron Williams. Ziggy Bain and Matthew Rodriguez as well. And then watch Rodriguez sliding. And there's Brandon Gonzalez right there. He may slide into him. No, I don't think he does. Ziggy Bain slides that direction as well, though. But there is Dylan Poteet. There is Aaron Williams. 2 championship contenders involved here on lap 17 on the 3rd wreck of the day at Talladega Superspeedway. This could have huge implications, and for these 2 drivers, huge consequences. Let's go back to green. Well, you're probably all very anxious to find out what the deal is here with those 2 championship contenders, Dylan Poteet and Aaron Williams, and the end result is that both have taken their cars behind the wall and retired from this race, along with George Roque, Anthony McCurry, Seth Cole, Brandon Gonzalez, Matthew Rodriguez, and Ziggy Bain. So a tough break for those drivers, especially those 2 championship contenders. Aaron Williams will finish this race in 23rd place. And in 26th is where Dylan Poteet will finish this race at Talladega Superspeedway. It's going to give us a total of 22 cars left to race it out. We'll go through the field, brought to you by Charles7847's YouTube channel. Alyssa Anderson looking for her first victory of her Snickers Cup Series career, as she is going to lead us to the restart. Max Skinner will be in 2nd. 3rd place, Jason Marshall with Ryan Cooper is 4th. And Jeff Ehlers will be in 5th. Matthew McMurray, the pole sitters, back up here to 6th. Then you got Pichu London 7th. Toby Ward is 8th. Jared Magoon running in 9th. And in 10th is Alex Lozano. Joseph Bryant currently in 11th. Dougie Shears is 12th. 13th is Ryan Juke. 14th, Mary Cole. 15th is Jason Michaels. Then you got Chris Carter Jr. in 16th. 17th is Bill Doberpool. Michael Harvey 18th. 19th, John Acosta. Ralph Mason is in 20th. And then 21st and 22nd are Jake Rogers and the guy who started that last wreck that took out those 2 championship contenders, Ricky Hawk. Pace car will peel off. When he does, we'll go to green flag racing with a total of 8 laps remaining in this event. Out of the 5 drivers in the top 5 at this point, only 1 has been to victory lane. Out of the drivers here in the top 10, only 2 have been to victory lane. They are Max Skinner in 2nd, and 10th place, Alex Lozano. Here we go. A lot of drivers looking for their first NNSCRA win, period. As here we go, the green flag is out. Alyssa Anderson, I'll tell you what, the luck's been turning around for that 79 car pretty much ever since Indianapolis. Been putting together a string of good finishes at Indianapolis and Texas. Now looking to do so here at Talladega Superspeedway as Max Skinner is all over the back bumper, though. Jason Marshall there. It's single file all the way back until you get to a battle for 7th between Jared Magoon and Pichu London. Now they split out near the front. Max Skinner goes to the middle. Way down low is going to be Ryan Cooper, but I don't think he'll be able to make a move. No, he won't. It'll be Max Skinner on the inside, and now he'll get the drafting help from Ryan Cooper. No, he won't. Cooper says, thank you very much. I'll take the inside line, and he's going to go to the front. So now the championship lookout has kind of changed a little bit with the fact of Dylan Poteet and Aaron Williams both retiring from the race. So now how is this going to affect Dougie Shears and John Acosta? You got to think that now they're wondering, oh boy, are we going to survive this race? I mean, yeah, there's only 7 laps left to go, but still, that's plenty of time for something to happen to them. I mean, the surety is they will finish no worse than 22nd place because 23rd place Aaron Williams is out of the race, but also could be to their benefit as well with the fact that they may have just had the field cut down of the competition they'll have to face next week if they can come away with good enough finishes here at Talladega Superspeedway and be in competition for that championship at Zandvoorts. Toby Ward's leader. Tell you what, Jared Magoon, he's been up here at the front for most of the day. He's been able to get up as far as 2nd place, has not yet gotten to lead a lap, but don't count him out. You can't say drivers can't win a race in their debut, and right now he's looking awfully racy. As a matter of fact, let's go back through a little ancient history. Let's go back to our last Talladega race at the beginning of Season 3. Who won that race? Yeah, it was Arnold Columbia driving that car with the Aquafina sponsorship to victory lane. Now that sponsorship, that same car, is going to the inside line of Toby Ward for the lead here at Talladega Superspeedway. So, hey, it's the same team, same car, just a different driver, but still, the chemistry may still be there. Looking here as I see Dougie Shear stuck on the high side, I see John Acosta running the tail end of this pack. They may be just planning to make their moves late in this thing, just kind of not push the issue yet. So here comes Pichu London to the inside. He'll look for the lead in the Coors Light Ford. He's got a rear decklet full of Jason Marshall and Chris Carter Jr. Chris Carter Jr. didn't have that bad a debut last week. But we'll see how he does here at Talladega Superspeedway here in the closing stages. Look at Jared Magoon. He was antsy right there. He wanted back by the Pichu London machine, but now he had to stay in the middle groove because that car was underneath him. And now he's underneath Pichu London going for the lead. That's Jason Marshall. You know about Penske Racing's good finishes here at Talladega. Just think back to the Division 1 race where 2 teammates, 2 brothers, John Dillon and Steven Dillon, raced it down to the line in what was a 2 1/1000th of a second finish, with Steven Dillon picking up his 2nd Snickers Cup Series victory, just edging out older brother Jason Marshall. May be able to continue on that Penske dominance here at Talladega, but here comes Chris Carter Jr. Here comes Ryan Juke. Now, Ryan Juke's victory came at Daytona, so he knows how to get around restrictor plate tracks. Could he end up getting a win at Daytona and a win at Talladega and pick up his 2nd win of his Snickers Cup Series career here in Season 3? Wow, they're awfully tight off that corner. 4 wide. Jeff Ayler stuck in the middle alongside Alyssa Anderson. He's got a teammate actually helping him there, Joseph Bryant. The 2 Nemco Motorsports cars right in the middle trying to work together there. Don't think they'll make quite as much progress as they're hoping for, but you never know. As here come a few more contenders to the front. Mary Cole, John Acosta, and Max Skinner trying to work his way back up front again. And there they go! Joseph Bryant's around! Oh man, I thought they may make it to the end without a caution. Not to be. There's Bryant, Alyssa Anderson, they're involved. Ryan Cooper got a piece of it. Oh, man. Oh, and Jared Magoon. Oh, my goodness. The caution's out. Alex Lozano has sustained some front-end damage to his 95. This may be the race to the finish, folks, because we've only got a total of 2 laps to go when they come down to the stripe. It's Jeff Ayler's the leader. Then 2nd is Chris Carter Jr. Rest of the top 5 at this point is Marshall, Mary Cole, Max Skinner. Here they come down into the tri-oval. There's no challenge. Jeff Ayler's is the leader coming down here to the stripe. But the question is, will this race end under caution? Jeff Ayler's may have just picked up his first NNSCRA victory right there. And how ironic that if it is the case that he's going to win this race, that it was his teammate Joseph Bryant who was wrecked, and almost I think the start of that wreck, to give the win over to the Extends Toyota. But we have not yet received confirmation about this whole thing on whether this race will enter the caution or not. The thing we are going to confirm right now is what exactly started that wreck, which could very well be the last wreck of the day. Let's look back at that. As Joseph Bryant, Alex Lozano, Ryan Cooper, Alyssa Anderson all got together there in the Turn 1 area. Well, this is almost kind of a mirror image thing of what happened to Ricky Hawk and Aaron Williams coming into Turn 1. There you go, Joseph Bryant, Alyssa Anderson just getting too close, bouncing off each other, and then up into Ryan Cooper. Pichu London was another driver I didn't know got involved. He kind of tapped I think that was Matthew McMurray to get himself righted, but Jared Magoon runs into the back of Pichu London, so he did indeed get some damage from that. And Alex Lozano getting a piece of it as well in the 95 car. So a tough break for a lot of those drivers, especially Joseph Bryant and Alyssa Anderson. They were running inside the top 10 at that point, both running in 5th and 6th place respectively after they had crossed the start-finish lines. They will not finish in the top 10 though, because I do think we've gotten word this race is just about to end. And there you see it, folks. The lights are still out atop the Chevy Camaro pace car. We're on the final lap. We are heading into Turn 3. And Jeff Ehlers is going to pick up his first NNSCRA victory of his career here at Talladega Superspeedway in the Shell Pennzoil 400 version 3. What a tribute right there to his teammate Dylan Schwallenberg, too, being able to pick up this victory here. Now, Joseph Bryant is actually still going to finish this race, I think. I think Joseph's going to finish in the 21st position, and that is indeed going to be the case. Alyssa Anderson will finish in 20th. Both those drivers had an opportunity to maybe win this thing, but it's going to be Jeff Ehlers reaping the rewards. And just to let you know just how hard he fought there on that last lap, he had 2 cars ahead of him, which I believe were Chris Carter Jr. and Ryan Juke. He had to pass both of them on his own through turns 3 and 4 to be able to win this thing, and he was able to do it. So Jeff Ehlers is going to come out of turn number 4, down here, out of the tri-oval, down to nearly turn 1 where the start-finish line is, and Jeff Ehlers is going to pick up his first NNSCRA victory of his career here in the Snickers Cup Series. Here he comes, he crosses the stripe, and there it is. The checkered flag waves over the Extends Toyota from Nemco Motorsports. And Jeff Ehlers is the winner at Talladega Superspeedway here today. This winning moment is brought to you by Randy Orton Fan 2011's YouTube channel, the home of the Pro Offline Racing World Championship, the PORWC, where only the best of the best drivers from around the world compete. Subscribe to Randy Orton Fan 2011 now and enjoy one of the most popular leagues in the NR 2003 community. PRWC, bringing the world together by racing. Congratulations to Jeff Ehlers. What a win. And here's a look at where your championship contenders officially finished this race. John Acosta, 7th. Dougie Shears, 8th. Both of them. Tell you what, I think that may be good enough to keep them in the hunt for the championship. And then on the flip side of that coin, Aaron Williams retiring in 23rd, and Dylan Potee retired from the race in 26th. Both those drivers involved in the same wreck. So it's going to be interesting, very interesting, to see how the points are going to shake up now, and who's going to be in the running, in the hunt, for the championship for the Snickers Cup Series. Those questions will be answered. You will notice when we have the points come up, the chase points, those drivers that are in the red block, they are still mathematically able to challenge for the championship. Those that are not in the red block have mathematically been eliminated. Congratulations to Jeff Ehlers. He is the winner of the Shell Pennzoil 400 version 3. Once again, our thoughts and prayers go out to the father of Dylan Schwallenberg, who suffered a heart attack earlier on today. And we will see you guys next time, where the season finale is about to come. Yes, folks, we have reached that time. The regular season is basically over. We're heading now over to the season finale at Zenjoltis for the 2 truck divisions, the 2 mobile divisions, and the 3 Snickers divisions to find out who will be Oreo Truck Series, Mobile Cup Series, and Snickers Cup Series champions. For everybody here at NNSCRA, I'm Seth Cole. Thanks for watching. Here comes the official finishing order and the Snickers Cup Series standings heading into the season finale at Zenjoltis. You've been watching the NNSCRA offline racing at its best. Hey guys, thanks for watching another NNSCRA race. I really enjoy bringing them to you. Hey, give me a like down underneath this video if you enjoyed what you saw. I'd really appreciate that. And also, remember, it is essential that you comment at least once every week if it's a race that you're in order to keep your NNSCRA ride. Also, if you're not subscribed to me already, I wish you would subscribe to me so that way you know when each NNSCRA race comes out on YouTube. Want to get some inside information on what's going on in the NNSCRA? Check us out on our official website at NNSCRA-racingseries.weebly.com. And also, it's back! NNSCRA is back on Twitter at NNSCRA Sports. You can also check us out there. If you're not sure how to get there, you can access it via my channel. You can either click on the little Twitter logo or the NNSCRA official website link right below it. Also, you want to be able to get some more inside information, check out my second channel called NNSCRA Vlog, where I post videos about stuff that's going on in the NNSCRA, stuff that's going on behind the scenes, and also some extra stuff as well. Not sure how to get there? Go to my channel, check out NNSCRA members list, and it's at the very top of the list. That's basically it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching this race. I enjoy bringing it to you. It's courtesy of NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best.